Patricia Chun, the manager from TD Bank, stood there with an expression I'd seen before on clients' faces when the markets crashed in 2008. Before I could even ask what was going on, she leaned in and whispered, "David, we need to talk privately. It's urgent." And in that moment, I had no idea my entire life was about to get ripped apart, rebuilt, and twisted into something I could have never imagined. Welcome to Mystery Revenge. And this is the story of how one sentence destroyed me. Your name is Scamming Seniors. Patricia led me into her office like she was escorting me to a police interrogation. No is might. No, how's your day? Not even a fake banker grin. Just a stiff walk and a silence thick enough to slice. I sat down, and she closed the blinds like the CIA was watching us. "David, I need you to stay calm." "Calm? Dude, what? Did someone steal my identity? Did my credit tank? Is my account frozen or something?" She swallowed hard, and that's when I knew I wasn't ready for what was coming. "Someone is using your name and picture to scam seniors across Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Michigan. We're getting calls nonstop. They think you are robbing them." I blinked. Twice. "You gotta be kidding me." "Me? Why the hell would I scam anybody? I don't even answer unknown numbers." Patricia's voice softened. "It's not just your name. It's your face. Your voice. Everything." My heart slammed against my chest. 1,000 thoughts raced through my mind like panicked horses. Who would do this? Why me? Was I hacked? Framed? Targeted? Patricia clicked a button. Her monitor lit up with recorded voicemails. A trembling, elderly voice spoke. "David, you promised me my money was safe. Please call me back. I don't know what to do." I swear my stomach dropped straight to the floor. "This isn't me," I muttered. "Man, this is insane." Patricia leaned in, voice firm. "David, TD Bank is required to open a federal investigation. There might be agents coming to speak with you." My whole world tilted. My name, my life, hijacked by some ghost pretending to be me. "But the worst part is," she added, eyes narrowing, "there's one senior who says she met you." My blood froze. "Metma? How? Who?" Patricia hesitated. "Her name is Eleanor Briggs, age 79, and she swears you visited her house last Thursday." Last Thursday? The day I was at work. The day I ordered Chipotle for lunch. The day I streamed Netflix in the evening. Somebody was walking around in real life, pretending to be me. Patricia inhaled sharply. "And Eleanor wants to meet you. In person." The room suddenly felt like it was spinning. "What?" I whispered. Patricia locked eyes with me, to confirm whether the man who walked into her home was really you. And right then, everything inside me screamed the same question. If someone is pretending to be me, how far will they go next? And that's when I realized this wasn't identity theft. This was personal. I walked out of TD Bank with my body on autopilot. Mind blank. Heart in my throat. That whisper echoing in my head. "Your name is Scamming Seniors." Dude, I'm a normal guy. I go to work, drink too much coffee, complain about Mondays like everyone else. Scamming Senior? Bro, I get nervous returning an item at Walmart. I sat in my car and pulled out my phone to look up Eleanor Briggs. Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. Cute suburban neighborhood. The kind with American flags on porches and folks walking golden retrievers. Why would anyone target her? And more importantly, why use my identity to do it? As I drove toward her place, every red light felt like another punch to the gut. What if she hated me? What if federal agents were waiting there? What if she believed the scammer more than the real me? At one point, I literally said out loud, "Man, this is wild. How is this my life right now?" A couple miles before her house, I had to pull over just to breathe. I checked the mirror. Sweaty, pale, eyes shaking like I'd seen a ghost. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. "Nope, not today. Not doing that," I said, tossing the phone to the passenger seat. I finally arrived. A small single-story house with a red mailbox and a wind chime singing in the cold breeze. I hesitated at the door, knuckles an inch for knocking. Then, the door opened on its own. An elderly woman with silver curls stood there, leaning on a cane, eyes sharp like she could see straight into my soul. "You're David, aren't you?" My throat tightened. "Yes, ma'am. I'm here too." She raised her hand. "Come in." I stepped inside, bracing myself for shouting, accusations, something. Instead, she pointed to a couch. "See, we're not alone." My heart nearly exploded. I turned, and sitting in a corner was a man in a gray hoodie. Head down, hands clasped, still as a statue. My voice cracked. Who's he?" Eleanor's jaw clenched. "That's the man who pretended to be you." I froze. "What?" The man slowly lifted his head, and when his face was finally visible, I swear I felt my soul detach from my body. Because the man sitting in that corner looked exactly like me, but older, rougher, and with eyes that told me everything I didn't want to hear. This wasn't some random scammer. This guy knew me, and when he smirked, a sick, crooked smirk, my blood ran cold. "Hey kid," he said, "you finally found me." I must have looked like I'd seen a demon, because Eleanor put a hand on my shoulder like I was about to pass out. The man, my twisted mirror version, stood up, cracking his knuckles like he was gearing up for a fight. "Relax," he said. "Ain't here to hurt you." "Who the hell are you?" I blurted. He chuckled. "Man, you really don't remember me? That's wild. I've never seen you in my life." "Yeah, well, you were 5. Hard to remember faces when you're barely out of diapers." My brain glitched. 5? I stared at him closer, his jawline, his eyes, the weird scar above his right eyebrow. Then it hit me like a freight train. "No, no way." He smirked. "Say it." "You're my father," he finished. I stumbled back like I'd been slapped. My father left when I was 5. Never called, never wrote, never paid a dime. I grew up thinking he died, because that's what my mom told me. And now here he was, using my identity to scam elderly women. "What?" I demanded. "Why me? Why now?" He shrugged. "Your name's clean. Me ain't. Needed a way to make some cash. You're ruining my life." "Well, kid, welcome to adulthood." I wanted to punch him, scream, something. But Eleanor stepped between us, voice shaking with anger. "You scammed me, using your son's identity? You monster." My father's face darkened. "Lady, I did what I had to." I snapped. "No, you did what a coward does." His eyes burned, but he stayed quiet. Eleanor tapped her cane sharply. "I didn't call the police because I wanted to give you both a chance to explain." "You still the hair." "What do you mean, chance?" She nodded toward a stack of envelopes on the table. "These are letters, written by your father, addressed to you." My heart stopped. My father looked away, jaw clenched. "I wrote you every year," he muttered. "Birthdays, holidays, graduations. Liar. They never came back." I thought, maybe your mother was throwing them out. Eleanor continued. "He also left something else behind." She pointed at a worn-out leather wallet. Inside was a photo. Me at age 6, playing baseball. I felt my chest cave in. He carried this? All these years? Before I could process, my father whispered, "I didn't come back to scam you. I came because I'm dying." My eyes shot up. "What?" He lifted his shirt slightly, showing a hospital wristband. "Stage 4. Liver. Not much time." The room went silent. But then he added, "And the people I owe money to, they're coming. Fast." The wind chime outside clanged loudly, as if on cue. Eleanor whispered, "What kind of people?" My father looked at me. "The kind that won't care if you're my son." Everything in me screamed run. Get out. Get away from this mess. But my legs stayed frozen. My father sighed. "I owe 50 grand. I try to make payments, but debt collectors don't like patience." "Who?" I asked. He hesitated. "Marcus Valley." Eleanor gasped. "You brought Marcus into this?" "Who the hell is Marcus Vale?" I asked. Eleanor answered, voice trembling. "He's not a debt collector. He's a loan shark. And people who owe him money tend to disappear." My father lowered himself into the chair. "I didn't think he'd find you," he said quietly. "But he did. He tracked your name." "Dude." I snapped. "You stole my identity. Of course he could track me." "Kid, relax. Don't call me kid." Eleanor stepped forward. "He came here," she whispered. "Yesterday." My blood iced over. "He asked about you," she added. "Said he was looking for David Fisher." I could barely breathe. "What did you say?" I told him the truth, that you weren't the man who came to my house. "And he believed you?" I asked. She shook her head. "No, I think he's coming back." Right as those words left her lips, there was a knock at the door. 3 slow taps. the kind that didn't sound friendly. My father's eyes widened. Oh no. No, 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 that's him. Eleanor grabbed my arm. Go to the back. Both of you. Now. But the knocking grew harder. Louder. Fist pounding. My father grabbed my shoulder. Listen. I am sorry. You shouldn't be part of this. You think. Kid, David, I messed up. I know. But right now we survive this. Then you can hate me all you want. The knocking stopped. Silence. Then a cold voice. David Fisher. I know you're in there. My heart practically shut down. We backed toward the hallway. Eleanor whispered. Out the back door. Slow. Quiet. But as we slipped toward the kitchen, a shadow moved outside the back window. Marcus wasn't alone. My father whispered, we're trapped. And he was right. Front door. A black SUV screeched around the corner. Marcus's men jumped out. There. The Fishers. My father grabbed my arm. Split up. They can't get both of us. No way. I'm not leaving you. Yes, you are. He shoved me behind a dumpster just as the men grabbed him. Let him go, I yelled. But my father shouted over me. Run, David. Run. They forced him into the SUV. Door slammed. Tires screeched. And just like that, my father was gone. Snatched right in front of me. I stood there shaking. Angry. Terrified. Confused. But also something else. Under all that adrenaline, I felt something I never expected. Back door. Both blocked. I heard footsteps on the porch. Then, the front door lock began to turn. My father grabbed a broomstick. He grabbed a frying pan. Yeah, not my proudest moment. The door cracked open an inch. A boot shoved it wider. That's when Eleanor, this sweet, 79-year-old woman, did something out of a Marvel movie. She slammed her cane into the wall, flipping a hidden latch. A small door opened behind the hallway. Go. Crawl, she shouted. You have a secret exit? I said. This is Upper Darby, dear. We're not amateurs. We dove into the tiny passage just as Marcus entered the house. The crawl space was dark, dusty, and tighter than an economy airplane seat. Behind us, Marcus's voice boomed. Eleanor, where's the kid? She played dumb. Oh, sweetheart, I can't hear too well these days. Say again. My father whispered, she's buying us time. We crawled faster until the passage dumped out behind a tool shed in her backyard. Cold air hit my face hard. We sprinted across the yard toward the alley. My father wheezed. Kid, I'm not built for running. Bro, neither am I. We reached the alley when I didn't want him to die. I ran back toward Eleanor's house. She opened the door before I even knocked. Are you okay? She asked. No, they took him. Her eyes softened. Then we're getting him back. She nodded. You think you're the only one he scammed? I want payback too. She brought me to her dining table where she had an entire folder, receipts, photos, timestamps, like she'd been preparing a case. I wasn't born yesterday, she said. I've been tracking that man since he walked out of my house. Dude, Eleanor was basically a senior citizen Batman. We pieced together everything. Marcus worked out an abandoned auto shop. My father owed $50,000. Marcus didn't kill immediately. He waited for leverage. And right now, I was the leverage. We need evidence, she said. If we get Marcus arrested, your father gets out alive. How do we do that? She smiled. We scam the scammer. We build a plan. I would pose as a panicked son willing to pay off the debt. Eleanor would call Marcus pretending she had seen me sneaking around. This would lure him out. But the real goal? Get Marcus on audio admitting he kidnapped my father. We set up microphones, checked angles, rehearsed the lines. Bro, this feels like a Netflix special, I joked. She smirked. Less talking, more rehearsing. At 7:12 p.m. exactly, she called Marcus. Your boy was here, she whispered shakily. Looked scared. Said he wants to talk. The hook was in. Marcus texted me minutes later. Meet at the auto shop. 20 minutes. Alone. Perfect. Eleanor dropped me off blocks away. Be careful, she said. And if you get killed, I'm haunting you. Great. That's comforting. I walked toward the shop. Heart pounding so loud it felt like a drumline. Inside, the place was dark. Oil stains everywhere. Smelled like rust and regret. Marcus stood in the center, arms crossed. You David? Yeah. You got the money? No. He stepped forward. Then why are you here? To trade myself for him. He laughed. You're either brave or stupid. Both, I said. He turned away. You know, your old man is a pain. Talks too much. My voice shook. What did you do to him? Marcus smirked. Relax. He's in the office. Tied up. Not dead yet. Boom. Confession. The recorder in my pocket captured everything. I kept him talking for 2 more minutes. Then, police sirens exploded outside. Marcus's face twisted. You little. SWAT stormed the building. Hands up. Down on the floor. Marcus tried running, but got tackled instantly. They dragged my father out. Bruised, weak, but alive. He looked at me. Did you save me? Yeah, Dad, I whispered. I did. A week later, I visited my father in the hospital. He looked frail, gray, dying. I'm sorry, he said. For what? For leaving. For ruining your life. For dragging you into this. I swallowed. Why did you really come back? He hesitated. Then he handed me a small envelope. Your mother asked me to. My heart stopped. What? She told me the truth before she died. She never hated me. She was scared I'd bring trouble. She hid my letters because she wanted you safe. I felt tears burning. He continued. She wanted me to see you. To fix things. To be your father. Then why scam people? He sighed. I wanted money fast. For treatment. I didn't want you to pay for it. I couldn't speak. Then he added, I'm checking myself into hospice. But before I go, I wanted you to know the truth. He handed me a final photograph. Me, age 5, sitting on his shoulders. Both of us laughing. He whispered, Kid, I never stopped loving you. I cried right there. No scum, no holding back. Just a kid hugging a father he'd hated for years. A father who made terrible choices. But a father who, in the last moments of life, tried to make things right. A month later, I received a letter. From Marcus Vale. In prison. It read, Your father didn't owe me $50K. He owed someone else. Someone who still hasn't been paid. Someone who knows your name now. I felt my stomach twist. At the bottom was a single sentence. This isn't over. Fade out. If you want more insane real-life twists, betrayals, and revenge stories, don't forget to subscribe to Mystery Revenge, where every story leaves you thinking about the people you trust.